My dear fifth grade children, how are you, ma? Are you fine? Are you staying home? Are you safe, ma? Okay, I believe you are very fine and you are staying home. Okay, fine, ma. Now you are watching social subject in online class. Okay? Okay, fine, ma. Have you had your breakfast? Okay. Are you interested to study social science, ma? Do you like? Yes, I know you are very like to study social science. I'm correct. Okay, ma. Okay, any doubt means you ask me. Okay? Okay, let us start to study, ma. Okay, the last class we learnt about weather and climate. That's correct. That is the lesson 2. Sorry, ma. Lesson 3, geography. Okay, geography, third lesson. The title of the lesson is Weather and Climate. Last class we learnt. Now I recall. Okay, ma? Okay. So from this lesson we learnt about what is weather and what is climate and what's the difference between weather and climate and what are the factors causing that factors that affect climate. Okay? Okay, ma. Let us recall one time. Okay. Now listen here, ma. First, what is weather, ma? What is weather? Can you remember it? What is weather? Anyone say that answer? Do you know? Okay. Okay, ma. Okay, fine. Yes. Some days are very hot, isn't it? Some days are very cold. Or some are windy, some are rainy, isn't it? Sometimes it is sunny in the morning and rainy in the afternoon, isn't it? How this happens? Some days very hot, some days very cold, rain, morning very hot, but evening time rainy. How this happens? These changes because of changes in the atmosphere of a place. Do you know, ma? Because these changes happens due to the atmosphere of a place. These changes in the atmosphere over a short time are called weather. Okay, what is atmosphere? That's do you know, ma? Can you remember it? What is atmosphere? The layer of air surrounding the earth, that is atmosphere. The layer of air surrounding the earth, that is the atmosphere. So these changes in the atmosphere of a place, changes in the atmosphere, that is a weather and climate. Changes in the atmosphere. First of all, you understand clearly what is atmosphere. Atmosphere means the layer of air surrounding the earth. That is atmosphere. These changes in the atmosphere that causes weather and climate. First of all, we learnt what is weather. Already you learnt clearly. Yeah. What is weather, ma? Anyone say that answer? Yeah. These changes in the atmosphere over a short time are called weather. What, ma? What is weather? Changes in the atmosphere over a short time. It is not, it remains a year. This weather means changes in the atmosphere over a short time. This is very, very important. Keep it in our mind. Okay, ma? Changes in the atmosphere over a short time are called weather. Clear it? Yeah. But what is climate? This regular pattern of weather that a place has over a long time, that is a climate. Weather means that is a short time. This changes in the atmosphere over a short time. That's only we learned it. Sometimes morning very hot, at evening or night very rainy, cloudy. These changes happens, no? So the weather condition is changes from hour to hour or day to day. Okay, can you clear it now? Yes. At the same time, climate means the regular pattern of weather that a place has over a long time. This regular time of pattern of weather condition only, but that a place has over a long time. That place has over a long time is called the climate. For example, so one point you clear it. Climate means the same pattern of weather that a place has over a long time. But weather means that is a short time. This climate means this weather pattern may remains over a long time is called the climate. Okay. How is that example of climate? A place that usually has a very hot summer and very wet monsoon has a hot and wet climate. Some places remains very hot in summer, that is year after year. Okay, it is over a long period of time, the same weather condition at particular time. Okay, that is a climate. We live depends on the climate. That is very, very important. We live depends on the climate. For example, the kind of houses that people build depends on the climate of a place. So, you can clear it. Weather can change in a short period of time. Okay, ma? But the climate of a place does not change for hundreds of years. Can you understand, ma? Weather can change in short period of time, but the climate of a place does not change for hundreds of years. Okay? So, can you understand, ma? Can you remember it? I recall only. Can you remember it? Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, see here. Factors now is recall that factors that affect climate. Already we learned. Do you know? Can you remember? What are the factors that affect climate? The climate a place has depends on different factors. All the factors linked to the geography of the place. Okay, the climate of a place has depends on different factors, but all of them linked to the geography of the place. Some of these factors are latitude or distances from the equator. First factor is latitude or distance from the equator. What is equator? Already we learnt. Middle of that earth, that is the equator, isn't it? Latitude or distance from the equator. This equator, it is also a latitude. It's numbered 0 degree. This equator, it divides earth into two equal halves, that is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. It is the middle of that imaginary lines on the earth. Do you know, ma? It's numbered as 0 degree, it is a latitude. Okay. The equator, the near that equator, the location of some of the places near the equator, that part gets the direct rays of the sun, isn't it? So near the equator, the sun's rays directly falls. The latitude of the place is close or far away from the equator. Now listen here. The latitude of a place tells us. Yes, because all the latitudes have number 0. It goes from 0 to 90 degree. 0, then next 1 degree, 2 degree, 3. Like how it goes and it's ended with 90 degrees, isn't it? So the equator tells, this latitude tells us. How it tells us? How close or far away it is from the equator. Okay. For example, 1, 2, 3 means it is very close to the equator. This latitude is this one numbered latitude or second numbered or third number. This number shows that this latitude is very close to the equator. At the same time, 70, 80, 90 means this latitude is very close to the poles but far away from the equator. Can you understand more? So only the latitude of the place tells us how close or far away it is from the equator. Can you understand? Okay. Now, the nearer place of the equator, it is very close to the equator. The place near to the equator, very close to the equator, the hotter or warmer it will be. Can you understand more? The place near the equator or very close to the equator, that place is maybe hotter or warmer because the sun's rays directly falls on that places. Can you understand? Can you clear it? Okay, ma? The places near the equator, it's very warm or very hot because the sun's rays directly falls on that places. Okay? Okay, ma? Can you understand? This is a latitude or distance from the equator. At the same times, near the poles, the places near the poles or far away from the equator, it is extreme cool because the sun's rays not directly falls on the places, slightly falls on that places. Can you clear it? So this factor is important for affect climate, that is latitude or distance from the equator. Okay, ma? Then second one, that is altitude or height of land. What is that, ma? Altitude or height of land. What is altitude, ma? Altitude or height of land? Yes. What is altitude? That is also height. That is, the altitude of a place also affects its climate. What is altitude? The height of a place above sea level or ground level is referred to as its altitude. What is altitude? Listen here, ma. What is altitude? The height of a place above sea level or ground level is referred to as altitude. It is a height of a place. The height of a place above sea level or ground level is referred to as altitude. So, the second factor that affects climate, that is altitude or height of land. Okay? So, clear it all. What is altitude? Clear it. Okay. The height of a place above sea level or ground level is known as altitude. The higher a place from sea level, one place it's higher from sea level, the colder it is very cool. It is higher from the sea level or higher from the land level means that place is very cool. We know that we go higher up the mountains, the temperature starts to decrease and it gets very cooler, isn't it? These highlands like mountains, plateaus, and much cooler than places where the land is at the sea level. Okay, higher mountains that places are much cooler. It is compared to the land near the sea level. This is why, because highlands are these highlands are it is close to the equator. Such places it is very high. It will also get snow. That Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa is 5,895 meters high and it has snow at the top even though it is almost on the equator. Now listen here, Ma. So, highlands are if we close to the equator, but highlands means it is at the top of the highlands. It is that is a peak. The top of the mountains are called peak. That is always snow covered. It is so cool. Okay, for example, Kilimanjaro in Africa, that is 5,895 meters high and it has snow at the top, even though it is almost in the equator, but it is very cool. Okay, so highest height of the places, higher places from sea level, it is very cold. Can you clear it? Okay, so two factors we already learned, that is latitude or distance from the equator. Second one, altitude or height of the land. Third, we see that distance from the sea. What is that, Ma? The winds flowing from the sea are cooler and carry a lot of moisture. What, Ma? Third factor, what, Ma? That is distances from the sea. Okay. Now listen here. The winds flowing from the sea are cooler and carry a lot of moisture. Hence, they affect the climate of a place. Okay? Now listen here. The coastal plains of India experience a moderate type of climate. That is, the climate is neither too hot or not too cold. It is a moderate. It is not too hot, not too cold. It is moderate. It is a medium. That is coastal plains of India. We observe that our area is not so extreme cold, not so extreme hot. It is a we have the medium climate, isn't it? And also humidity is also high. But in some other places, that is places, the sea has an effect in both summer and winter. Now listen here. The fact is distance from the sea also affect the climate. How it is affect the climate? For example, now see here. In summer season, Okay, in summer season, what happened? That is, places by the sea remains places near the sea. Places near the sea remain cooler. So in summer season also, the places near the sea remain cooler. For why? This water takes long time to heat. The water takes long time to heat. Okay, in summer season also these places near the sea remain cooler because the water takes long time to heat. But in winter season, the places near the sea are winter season. Winter season, the places near the sea are warmer. Why? This water cools slowly and so it keeps seaside places warm. Because this land part are, what's the main reason means the land part are very easily heats up very quickly. These land parts are heats up very quickly. And the land part loses heat very fast. Okay, so this land parts heats up very quickly. Morning time it heats up very quickly, and evening time this land loses heat very fast. But this water takes long time to heat. Can you understand, ma? The water takes long time to heat, and it loses heat also very slowly. Okay, so only this climatic condition also changes. Now listen here. In summer season, I repeated, in summer season, places far away from the sea, that is very long distances. The places is very long distance from the sea. Okay, so places far away from the sea are very hot because the land heats up very quickly. Okay, places far away from the sea are hot because the land heats up very quickly. Okay, but in winter season, the places away from the sea are very cold because this loses heat very fast. This land here loses heat very fast. Can you understand, Ma? Can you clear it? So, what happened means these land parts heats up very quickly and loses heat also very fast in the evening. But this water part, okay, that is hot. This that is in summer season, the places far away from the sea or in land places are hot because land heats up very quickly and loses heat also very fast. But it is opposite to the condition of a water. What's the opposite that? Because this sea remain cooler as water takes long time to heat. This water takes long time to heat and loses heat also it take very long time. Okay, it keep it warm. Can you understand? Can you clear it? Okay, so this third factor, distances from the sea, this factor also affect the climate. Distance from the sea, that is, shall I repeat? Say, places far away from the sea. That one place that is very long distances from the sea, it is hot. Okay, it is in summer season. Why? Because the land gets heat up very quickly. Okay, but in winter season, the places away from the sea are cold because it loses heat very fast. That's only. Okay, now clear it. Okay, ma. Then next, fourth factors, that is a winds. Okay, now listen here. The wind also very important factor, that is the direction of the regular winds that flow at a particular time of the year have an effect on climate. Okay, for example, the monsoon winds that flow over the Indian subcontinent, the southwest monsoon winds flow from early June to September and bring rain to most of India. Okay, ma. The southwest monsoon winds blow from early June to September and bring rain to most of India, most part of India. At the same time, the northeast monsoon winds, which blow in December and January, bring rain to the southeastern coastal regions of India. This is a climatic. Okay, so this direction of the regular winds that blow at a particular time of the year have an effect on climate. Can you understand? Okay, ma. So this weather and climate happens because the earth atmosphere and where a place is located on earth. Okay, that is very important one. So this weather and climate happens because this is the earth atmosphere and where a place is located on earth. Okay, ma. Can you clear it now? So from this lesson we learnt what is weather, what is climate, what is the difference between weather and climate, and what are the factors that affect climate, isn't it? Okay, ma. That main important factors, that is latitude, second one altitude, and distance from the sea, and winds also. Okay, now this lesson completed. So I will give book exercise. Okay, and question answer also. Okay, copy it and study well. Any doubt means you ask me. Okay, fine. Okay, ma. We will continue the next class. Okay, bye.